Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I did a little revamp of my channel, so I'm no longer a books traveler, but I have changed all of my social media to Readers See. Cue the intro. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing my April TBR, but also my TBR for the Owls Magical Readathon. If you don't know what that is, Book Rose hosts it every year, and I believe this is the third year she's doing it. This is my first year participating, but it is basically like a Harry Potter themed readathon that goes on for the entire month of April. I will link her announcement video down below if you want to check it out. If you're unfamiliar with this readathon, you need to choose a career. And so this year I'm going for care of magical children. As long as I've been working, I've been in childcare, so it kind of just suits me, really. I didn't go based on the number of prompts or what the prompts were. So it was kind of hard choosing books for some of these prompts, but I think I figured it out. So as I said, I'm doing care of magical children. I have my novel companion and I already have my TBR here. So this is what we're going based off of. The first class I need to take is arithmancy, and I didn't write down on my novel companion what each class prompt is, but I will put it down here somewhere what it is. The book I'm going to be reading for this prompt is Dorothy Must Die by Daniel Page. This has been on my TBR for the longest, and I hope this readathon will push me to actually start this series because I've heard such good things about it, so fingers crossed. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good revamp of The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is one of my all-time favorite movies, so I'm actually super excited for this one. All right, so for the next prompt, I'm going to be reading Sadie by Courtney Summers. I've heard amazing things about this thriller, so I'm super excited to get into it. I know part of it is kind of like a podcast type of thing, so I might go on overdrive and see if my library has the audio. I feel like that would be a very interesting way to get through this book, but if not, I'm still super excited for it. I'm not too sure what this one is about, but I don't really like to read the synopsis or anything on thrillers. I feel like going in completely blank is the best way for me to enjoy thrillers. So you can look up the synopsis if you would like, but I don't know too much about this one. I just know part of it is, I believe, a podcast. I'm not too sure, but I am super excited to get to this one. The next prompt is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and for that, I will be reading The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I really enjoy this author. Absolutely amazing. Again, I don't know too much about this book, but I do know it's a thriller, so I kind of do want to go in blind. If you've read it, let me know if you like it. I know thrillers are kind of a hit or miss for most people. Yeah, let me know in the comments. The next class I need to take is herbology, and for that, I'm going to be reading My Sister, the Serial Killer, and I do not want to butcher the author's name, so I'm not even going to attempt. But this one, I know her sister kills a lot of her boyfriends. That's about it. It's written in a very interesting way. It always has like a word and then like a few pages and then a word and a few pages. So the chapters are really short. This one has been super hyped for me, so I might actually start with this one, but of course I'm not too sure. I've noticed I have a lot of like thriller, sort of like thriller mystery books going on this month. That wasn't planned, but hey, I'm here for it. Okay, so there are 4 more books on for my Owls TBR, but 3 of those are coming in the mail, so they're not here yet, but I will insert a picture on one of these sides. My next class, which I do not have the physical book yet, it's supposed to come today, but I'm impatient, so I'm just filming now, is Serpent and Dove, and I've heard amazing things about this book. I'm super excited to see what the hype is about, but this is another one where I don't really know what it's about. I just know that it's really well loved right now. Next class is Muggle Studies, and for that, I will be reading To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I chose this book because the trilogy has been on my TBR forever, and I have already watched both the first and second movie on Netflix, and I loved it, so I can only imagine how much I'm going to love the books. So yeah, I figure it's time to take it off my shelf and actually get into it and read it. This seems like a book I'll read really fast. I mean, it's not the thinnest book by all means. Like, I have thinner books, but I just feel like I'll get through this super fast, especially because I feel like I already have a grasp on the characters and I know like the main plot, thanks to the movie. But yeah, so this is going to be my next one. The next subject is potions. And for that, I'm going to be reading Animal Farm by George Orwell. I'm not really a classics person, but I mean, I've heard good things, so we will see how that goes. I'm pretty sure this prompt is a book under 150 pages, which is very hard to find. And since all the libraries are closed due to everything going on in the world, I couldn't get a graphic novel or a manga, so this is what I've settled with. I have a feeling I will enjoy it. We'll see when I actually get to it, and of course I'll share my thoughts at the end. So yeah. My last class is Transfiguration, and for that I will be reading Circe by Madeline Miller. That one I've heard great things about as well. Of course, I'm going in blind again. I feel like it's best to go in blind, especially on these super hyped books, because then I'm not building it up too much, but I could still enjoy it. I know this has been a hit or miss for most people, but I'm going to try it out for myself and see how that goes. So that is all for the Owls Readathon TBR part, but on top of those books, I'm also a part of 2 book clubs. So I also have the books for those that I'm planning on reading this month. The first one is my real life book club that I host here in my town. We started not too long ago. The month of March was our first book, and for that we read The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn, which I enjoyed. The beginning was slow, but yeah, so that was a great first pick. For the month of April, we have chosen The Selection by Kiera Cass. These are short books, so I'm pretty sure we might at least get to the 4th book, but we're still determining if we just want to do the first book or first 3, first 4. We'll see. We're still deciding on that, but I've already read this series. I've been meaning to do a reread because I really do love, oh, look, I matched my nails. But I really do love these books, so I am super excited that my book club did choose this one. But yes, this is the next book. The last book on my TBR for the month of April is Truth Be Told by Kathleen Barber. This is on my TBR for a book club hosted by Literary Thrilling. I believe they're on Facebook and Bookstagram, so you can find them there. I'll leave their links down below. But this is the book that they have chosen. I don't know much about it. I mean, obviously, it is a TV series. I know it previously went by another title. I believe it's Are You Sleeping? So it's kind of weird, like, to go from that to Truth Be Told. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Everyone who I've known that has read it says it's amazing. So yeah, super excited for that. So those are all the books on my April TBR. I'm really going to prioritize my 2 book club picks, but since one is a reread, I don't think it'll be too bad. With everything that's going on with the world, I really don't leave my house much. I mean, I do still have all my online classes, so I don't have that much free time, but I do have more reading time than usual. But yeah, so let me know if you guys are participating in the Owls. If so, let me know what you guys are planning on reading or the career you're trying to take. Yes, so stay safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and have a great day. Bye.